Thank you very much, Alex. We definitely do appreciate it. And yes, indeed, we are ready here. It's Astralis and Na'Vi. I'm so ready for this. I don't want to voice any opinions. I just want to enjoy this game because I think it's going to be top-notch.
Oh, I think Astralis have got this.
Oh,
I'll just throw it out
right
there. I think like we've seen some magical plays from the likes of Guardian, from Simple, but it's like Yanko said. Astralis are so regimented. They're so good at controlling space and at not getting caught by that early aggression. I think Na'Vi are going to really have to dig deep to find something new to catch the Danes off guard here on this map.
That could be. I honestly, you know, as a sort of an avid Astralis supporter and all the rest of it.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Like, I'm the one who's just like, Astralis got this. And then we've got, like, General Astralis over here.
Yeah, I'm honestly scared of the Guardian Simple combination. Like, I think those two players alone can knock down towers. I think they can make this work. They're such a powerful combination. Now, they have to get to it. You know, they've got to get the start. They've got to get the actual rifles up and running. But once they are, I think it could get real ugly here.
Hey, speak of rifles.
Yeah.
I got a guy called Dupree.
Yeah,
a guy called Kirby.
No,
and also this guy called Zipnix. I mean, it goes down the list on Astralis. They're so beast. I think that they definitely have the firepower to go toe-to-toe with Na'Vi, especially seeing the level that we've seen from Guardian and Simple.
I mean, I think Astralis is the favorite team. I'm just saying my confidence isn't, 100% here. I think that combination of those two players, especially because it's true they are a regimented team, but I can't remember many players in Counter-Strike that have ever been able to put a leash and control Simple when they're against him. He's so crazy once he gets up and running that it's going to take something special. So I don't know. If the stars align and all the rest of it, I think Na'Vi could have a really interesting game here.
Will we be going to the stars?
Yeah, well, I mean, Astralis have already been there. I don't know what the next, I mean, there's quite a few of them out there, so maybe they'll just continue. The countdown is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here. The last semi-finals of the SLTV Star Series. It is Astralis versus Na'Vi, and we're heading right into overpass.
Astralis starting on the CT side, Na'Vi on the T side. 3 to be early on here for Astralis in case Na'Vi tried to go for something aggressive on this side of the map, but instead Na'Vi very slow-paced, although as I say that, Glaive takes the fight to him. He's like, if you guys are going to be slow, I'm going to look for that first pick and I'm going to find it.
Yeah, with a flashbang from Sipnix inside the bomb site. What great coordination there. They read that incredibly well. They must have watched at least a couple of demos to be able to take that peak so securely. So Flame is out. Now we're seeing that same boost for Na'Vi that they tried earlier, and it didn't quite work out for them this time. Trying again, but Sip is on it. Sees them, and now they must feel very red, Na'Vi. Everything they do gets countered immediately.
Exactly. They're just one step ahead right now, Astralis. Zipnix like, yeah, in case you're doing that. It's just instant fire. Didn't take Zipnix any time at all. He was ready for that boost. Saw it coming a mile away. And so now, well, it gets just a little awkward here for Na'Vi. They're a little rattled, but they are still 4 alive with all of their utility.
Yeah, and that utility is pretty good. They can smoke off main and sniper spot. They can Molotov out the barrels and then run onto the site. This is still perfectly winnable for Na'Vi. Those grenades there can give them a lot of space to work with. See, Dupree is already kind of looking that way, but they're actually starting to rotate on back, and they've got the bomb over by the stairwell. Now I'm wondering if it's going to be a fake, and now we look at the clock. They've got 30 seconds here. Have they lost their actual minds? If they try and go for this with just 10 seconds left, it's just not going to work. It's going to take that much time to even get there. Kirby's looking close, but Device is going to be the first point of contact. He's going to see this coming.
No, this is fine. They've done it. I mean, just showing themselves. That's locked. 3 players still on the B site. We need some headshots here from Device if they're going to hold. Kirby's already delivered 1, but Guardian eventually hunts down Device. It's all on Kirby right now. He's doing all the work. Another 2 pistol headshots for him.
There's no time. They've already lost the round. They did that on the first headshot from Kirby. Guardian is going to get great exit frags, and a 4th one coming in, a quad kill for Guardian. But the time killed that round for them. As soon as Kirby gets the first kill there, they have exactly 8 seconds to try and move on, and they just can't do that. It's just not possible. Unbelievable. They were set up for that B push. They made that decision. I don't even know based off what.
They didn't even have the rotation. Like Kirby and Device just sat A. They had the 3 on B. Astralis, they don't over-rotate, even with Simple showing on short, even with Dupree spotting at Monster.
Whoa.
Okay then.
That's a shot from Flamey, taking out Device. That's what we need to see more of here. They do have 4 Deagles. It's putting Astralis on notice, and even better, Edward going to be able to pick up the UMP, and now a little bit of aggression coming out of the Astralis team. It will pay off taking down C's, so They bring it at least back to a 4-on-4, and now Simple opening up with the Tech 9, looking for more. A lot of damage onto Dupree. There's the kill. Simple taking down Dupree. This is starting to get a bit creepy for Astralis.
Oh, look at this angle, though, from Glaive. Keeps his cool, dodging left and right. Kjervi's there to support, and Kjervi saves his in-game leader. So they stabilize in the end, Astralis. But Na'Vi showing them exactly, putting them on notice that if you give us any kind of angle to work with here, we will punish. Can't believe that Glaive survived.
Yeah, that's shocking. Really looked like he was about to, at the very least, he should have just traded 1-for-1, and then that should have been the kill. Simple now, can't really do much, especially because Sip is already pushing aggressive out here, so he's going to hear him stomping around like this, and, well, easy enough kill there. For a 2-0 lead, just losing 2 people. I thought it was going to be worse for Astralis in this round.
Yeah, for a moment. It looked like Na'Vi were picking up steam there. But in the end, they stabilized. I mean, it's just Dupree. All you can do is shake your head at that point. Just instant headshot from Simple with the Tech 9. You're down to 10 HP. You're a dead man, really. You're not getting out of that intact. So, I mean, tough break there. But Na'Vi, the real issue here is that Na'Vi are just not getting bomb plants. So they're going to be limited on the money when they go into the 4th round, into that next round, unless they can do something here, unless they can find a bomb plant somehow in this round on the hard eco.
Yeah, Astralis definitely shouldn't give them that. A nice grenade going to land at the feet of Guardian. Could have been even more damage, but with no grenades and no Kevlar here on Na'Vi, it would be a big misstep for Astralis to allow any kind of bomb plant. They can be a bit aggressive here, but I don't even want them to overcommit to this. Just as I say that, Device absolutely committing.
Device just really taking the fight. Now they're going to, of course, Na'Vi are going to pounce. That sets it up for Kjervi to help out. I mean, he is still alive over here. Guardian going to walk right into Device, and so far, so good. He's got 21 HP, and eventually he will fall. Flamey finding that kill. And Kjervi as well, and that's actually a concern, because Kjervi had the M4.
Yeah, unquestionably an overcommitment for Astralis. What is the gain? They know that Na'Vi aren't really going to have anything. Just sit in the bomb side and wait, and eventually they're going to show up. Now, it could get worse. If Glaive walks into Simple and goes down, that's going to be shocking. Simple is right there, but he's so low on health. He has to get the instant headshot here. And I think Glaive, he's going to be falling back. There was an opportunity for just a moment here. I think Astralis are sort of trying to play maybe a bit chest out in the beginning here, saying,
I think that's exactly it.
We're gonna push you back, but it's backfiring.
I was about to say, this is reminiscent of Inferno, old Inferno CT. You win the pistol, and what do? You charge mid. You know they've only got pistols, and you're just looking to bully your opponents, really. Get as much out of the anti-eco as you can, including kills. The spray attempt is there, and Dupree barely hangs on. 15 HP left on him. Zipnik's low as well. This is scary here for Astralis. The free fire attempt from Simple, he nearly gets it. And luckily, that was very kind of Na'Vi. They brought the M4 back.
Yes, they did.
They rented it for a little bit. But just making sure that Astralis are going to go ahead and save that expensive rifle.
Oh, man. I mean, Dupree and Sip so low on health there. Again, another round, just like the previous one, that could have been way worse for Astralis. But they hang on. They save three of the guns, moving into the 4th round. All AKs and a decent amount of grenades. Enough, certainly, to make something happen. It's always a shame when you only have the one Molotov, because wherever you hit, you're going to want to spend a couple more just to check the most likely corners.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Device getting wallbanged by C's. Down to 21 HP already. Device looking for the aggressive peek towards the sewers entrance. And now Dupree getting taken down to 11. They haven't even seen anybody at Astralis, and they're just getting chewed up.
That was through the monster tunnel. That wallbang by C's, by the way, it's actually the first time we saw it competitively was him doing it. So he's been doing it ever since, and obviously many other people have adopted it since then. This time, great start. The question is, I doubt Na'Vi know if they've done any damage. So that's a bit odd. If they did, they could try and change their playstyle around it. But one was through smoke, the other one was through a wall. So in their minds, they're probably thinking, well, business as usual.
Exactly. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe we didn't. We didn't get the kill. But they'll clear out restrooms. Now Edward taking point over here to try and get some pressure over on Long. He's got his 2 teammates as well, who will be there to back him up. Hunting for Device, trying to figure out where that AWP is going to be playing from. And sure enough, the AWP is present at Long, but it's exactly at the entrance to A. So Edward baits out the shot, and now they have even more room to work with here, Na'Vi.
Another time here, 35 seconds for Na'Vi. There is still a Molotov on Kjervi. That's big, though. Device getting that kill. They need to not run out of time again. Glaive charging in with the UMP, making a lot of noise, and falls to seized. Kirby's still in the corner here. Molotov, can he get it out in time? He goes down with no chance at all, and sneaking in is Edward. That's a great kill. Dupree and Sip now, 2 versus 3. I think it's time to back off. Dupree gonna eat a grenade. What a miserable round from him. Shot for the smoke, grenade in the face, and now Sip in a 1 versus 3 here. Gonna pop in a flashbang, go for the fight, and Edward still wins it. Very well done, and Na'Vi pick up the first round.
This that plays into a theory that Duncan has, Thorin, right? Where if your opponent isn't facing you, you have like a split-second window to get the kill. Otherwise, his aim just increases by 100%. It's going to be the instant headshot. He's going to whip around and just take your head off every time.
I have certainly confirmed in that round. So, was weird stuff happening in this round. There wasn't that much time left when Device got the first kill, and still Glaive decided, I'm going to charge forward, you know? And then that left Kirby. There's some weird stuff happening in that particular round for Astralis. I'm not sure about the decision-making after the initial battle there. Sip trying to jump. Just a simple look away, but still, only pistols, no armor or anything here on the Astralis side, so should be fairly clean and simple. Though Sip did do some damage. Still, Na'Vi overrunning the bomb side, and Sipnik's got no chance to do very much here. He does get a headshot in on Flamey. I'm a bit disappointed that Na'Vi aren't following up on this.
Edward is remarkably low, though. There is still a chance to do some real damage. Nice bait! Guardian is not alone, however, and you're going to get pinned down. Device as well, down to 6 HP on up. He's stuck on upper. What's unfortunate is that they didn't have the flash from Glaive on that B site. Glaive was actually top mid, pushing aggressively, trying to get that flank going, right? But if they'd just had an extra flash, Astralis, to just anti-flash Na'Vi as they were trying to make their way out of Monster onto B, we could be looking at a totally different situation. But regardless, we're going to go into the next buy round here for Astralis after that round of eco. They will have the money and Device. Pretty sure he has that AWP. Looks like it's going to be glass cannon. And sure enough,
the crowd are definitely feeling it. They were loud for Hellraisers. I can tell you they're louder for Na'Vi. There's no doubt about that. Glass cannon on this particular map doesn't bother me that much. There are so many places you can occupy where throwing HE grenades, well, chances are they won't even have any HE grenades by the time they get to a bomb site. So a lot of them already being used, 2 left on the Na'Vi side. So I think that's not going to be the main problem here. Nice setup in sewer, by the way, for Sip and Dupree.
I like the crossfire potential there. Zip can go for the peekaboo wake up there. Simple. Checking for Zip. Doesn't want to get caught by that again. What is going to be the move? He gets a flash from his teammate over in T-spawn. And he will spot out Dupree on short. Now it's a question of whether they can bait another one in here so that Zipnix can get into the fight. In the meantime, at restroom, there we go. Kirby managing to find the 1 kill. And Device at long taking down Guardian.
To wonder why that was that an HE going into restroom and not a flashbang to pop flash that. Would have much preferred that kind of scenario. Now 5 versus 3 with about 40 seconds on the clock. And Astralis, I think, smartly moving back and just deciding they're going to have to get onto a bomb site to try and fight us. They're really far back on every part of the map here. I think they're just going to wait. I don't think they're going to try and push with 24 seconds. I mean, they've been... Oh, Glaive. Just wanted to peek. Didn't even want to fight.
Get rocked. Can't mess around. A simple 10 seconds left, guys. Seriously.
They're not going to do it. I mean, I think they decided this at around 20, like even more than 25 seconds that they weren't going to do it.
But Simple's still holding that angle.
He just wants to kill. This is what we've been talking about, right? No one can put a leash on Simple. I don't want anyone to try and put a leash. Unleash Simple. That's the name of the game here. Put him into play.
Well, that is the key. And really, I think it's more a question of just how much is Simple going to run away with it. It seems like he is fitting into the system here, though, with Andy and Seized calling the shots and figuring out how to best implement them. It does look like he's coming into his own. And more importantly, I mean, Simple is always going to find a way, right? Like you say, the man's a beast. Guardian, though, has been there as well, and this is the strongest we've seen Guardian. This tournament is the best we've seen him play in quite some time. Between the two of them, they've been doing tremendous work.
Look how quick they are up the L-bend. Sip almost caught off guard. He will be. Edward with a double spray down. A quick refrag from Dupree. He's in so much trouble, and Flamey comes in with a follow-up. That is some real speed out of Na'Vi. You can tell The Danish players were still jumping to look over into sewer by the time they got rocked. Man, that was really quick. Complete 180 from the previous round or the previous couple of rounds, but they've practically run out of time now. They just have to save the weapons. Na'Vi find a third round.
This is the true call here, where you can start to see that Seas is getting comfortable working with his teammates, is the fact that there was a time when Na'Vi, all they would do would be slow map control, execute focused plays. This is when you can tell that a team is starting to get comfortable, is when you're able to just change it up and go for the rush. And speaking of which, Seized will find Device, deny that op save.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little anecdote. When I came in this morning before the first semifinals, at 11 or so local time, Edward was sitting there at the warm-up desk and just playing alone. There's no one else there, no one from his team. I mean, I didn't even see Hellraisers or anything. It was like really, really early compared to when the game started, and he was just ready. So he's been focused all day for this particular match. Great spray control to get those 2 kills. A great way to get the AWP off of Device at the end. Missed a shot that he probably should not have. It's going to lead us into the 8th round here. And now, the money again for the Danish side, just not looking all that impressive.
Shambles, Anders, shambles. You've got 3 guys with 35, and then the rest of them are on a double eco scenario. So it's not ideal by any stretch. And really, this is the round where it should allow for Na'Vi to just continue to stretch their lead. It still feels like both of these teams are so good, both CT and T side. It's almost like the round, the half, at the end of the half, the round score is going to be irrelevant. It's just like, well, they'll finish 8-7, 9-6, somewhere around there, and then, just get into the second half, and then it's a question of who cracks first.
I mean, we're not going to take anything for granted. When we're at this level, you really don't need a lot to make big comebacks. So,
Whoa,
still think Na'Vi. I mean, Na'Vi've been playing a really hard start here, and they've done just a fantastic job already.
Oh, I do like Astralis trying to take advantage of the fact that they saved that M4 to get it into play. Guardian will eventually find the pick on Glaive, who was lurking about. He was pinned. No real way for him to get out of that situation. But you have the 2 Deagles in play here on Dupree and the Vice, and we've seen magical things from Dupree with the Deag in the past. Ah, clever. Yep, that's right, Zipnix. You're the support.
He won the staring contest. You can see that was a moment where it turned out Dupree was the alpha in that one. I'm going to go on top.
They're like 2 deer butting heads.
Yeah. Seized still hanging out in T spawns. Says something about the sort of level of awareness here on Na'Vi as well. They realize that they won't have much Astralis. They don't want to fall to any weird flanks that always see down the middle as well. Simple's always keeping an eye on the stairwell, so no one's going to be able to creep into a connector.
Simple is making his way down stairwell.
Oh, don't do it,
Simple. What they've been waiting for. Oh, and the missed opportunity. Sure enough.
In fact, right into the hand of Season. This is all but done. Kirby on the wrong side of the map, which is maybe even good, because that means he could try and save the M4. Seized, waiting out there. If they try and exit the tunnel, they're going to get shot in the kneecaps.
They really delayed that plant as well. Full clear of that A site, making sure nobody was lurking around. And I think you're right. It's better that Kirby actually winds up with the M4 over here. Save that. Let Dupree sacrifice himself if he wants. He's only got the Deagle, not too important. It's more a matter of keeping Kirby alive so that maybe that M4 can be in the right place at the right time in the next round.
This is a very carefully crafted round for Na'Vi. No chance for any flanks, no silly decision-making, just straight to the victory here. Going to tie up the scoreline 4-4 going into the 9th round. Seized, going to shoot Dupree in the back, and Kievu moving a bit back, scared that the bomb is going to explode him. It won't at that range, but there we go. They save everything. No one dies on the Na'Vi side.
All right, now, after all of this, they have just enough. Thought that was going to take a little bit longer there. But they do have enough. Obviously, Glaive is going to go for the UMP so he can afford some nades. Kirby drops his M4. Sun Device. Sunde Device.
Yeah. Sunde. The 9th round coming in here. See what they can do. Not really that many grenades on the Astralis side, and they use a fair bit of them really early. Just the one Molotov on Glaive, and there's Dupree with the opening spray, comes through and actually does some damage to Seized. A dangerous game to be playing there for Guardian. Flamey also goes down. Sip just peeking quite far up with that ledge and manages to get the kill on him. 3 versus 5, and they're continuing in. Na'Vi, there's a distinct lack of coordination in this round. Just one at a time, they seem to be going down with no chance for any refrags.
Exactly. Where's the spacing? Now Dupree has got his AWP. Going ahead, take that fight. He's got that angle towards Monster. There's no getting out, but the bomb is still back in T-spawn.
Wait a minute. Did he blow the AWP over there with a grenade? How else did he get it?
Like, how?
Did Guardian try and push through? Did he die further up than I realized? I'm so confused.
This feels like the weirdest round.
Yes.
Like, in the last round where everything was just so perfect, right? Yeah, like figure skater perfect, you know, just like full execute, everything flawless, 10 out of 10. Next round came up, they just stumbled before they even got onto the ice. You know, they tripped over the door, just fell flat, face first flat on the ice. Like, I don't even understand on this one. That was a very odd round.
They actually go straight into a tactical timeout, so that could be that they have the same feeling of sort of saying, you know, we lost control in that round. Because it's one thing for Guardian to go down over in tunnel. You know, that can happen. Yeah, he is that far in. All right, fair enough. I didn't see the kill the first time around, but that makes sense then. I was hoping for some next level grenade juggling, but even then, even as Guardian dies there, the next thing is Flamey walking onto Elbend alone, and then Simple, I think, is following him. So they're just one at a time.
Yeah.
No flashes, no smokes thrown. Just really odd round there out of Na'Vi. Unacceptable.
Actually, yes, because they had just managed to chain 2 rounds together, and that's where you're really going to start putting the pressure on Astralis. They're not really going to have much to work with. No, sure enough, Astralis, they get some breathing room now. So you missed a chance there, Na'Vi. Astralis in the chokehold, they managed to fight their way out of it. In large part due to Na'Vi kind of just giving them the space. And now, let's see, more mid-aggression, looks like, from Astralis. Who's going to be there to greet him? It looks like Guardian and Edward. And Guardian has his AWP.
See if they can make this work. The crowd is fired up. Absolutely love this. Nothing better than hearing the home crowd cheering for their team. Dupree and Sip are down in B, and a pretty big presence towards Connector. Simple is leading the charge right around the corner. If he can get the first pick off, they can get the other guy sandwiched in. He has to go so far up the stairwell before he sees anyone. He's turning his back, and Glaive is there. And that's a big problem. That actually is a smart setup. They would need Molotovs to burn out that particular strategy.
No, this is really odd. The bomb is dropped all the way over towards the ladder into Connector. So yeah, you can see them starting to rotate back over here. They'll get that bomb out of harm's way at least, and because they can maintain mid control and a measure of long control here, Na'Vi, they still have room to maneuver on the map. It looks like because Astralis had control of sewers, they were able to get those 2 players out of Connector, and they're starting to rotate up to this A site. Defense will be bolstered in just a moment. There's a small window here for Na'Vi, but it isn't much.
See if they can render Device useless with the smokes alone. Is he going to re-peek? Guardian is on one side. We need to see something out of him. The flashbang going to mess up his shot a bit, and now the counter Molotovs come out with 25 seconds left. That's going to be painful, but no more grenades for Astralis. A single flashbang on Dupree, and that's all they have. 19 seconds. Now is the time, and Guardian picks up the first kill, spraying his Kiebu, but he can't make it work there on the bomb site. With just a couple of seconds, Device will get the kill there. Oh my God, are you kidding me? A second one comes in. Flamey goes down through the box, and Edward now trying with 2 seconds left. He gets the bomb plant, but now he's trapped on the truck, and Device is right in front of him. Dupree coming in from the other side. Device going to be able to do it. A triple kill. They save the round. Unbelievable.
So the reaction gif is obviously Edward just going that home face from yesterday. That's unbelievable. If you're Na'Vi, what do?
How can that be real?
Everything is so perfect. You're pushing onto the site. You get all the entries, man advantage, and then Device obliterates you. This right here.
That is nuts.
Get wrecked.
I mean, that's mentally, that's a bit of a blow. Device trying to get aggressive, and he's not going to press the issue. They do still have rifles on the Na'Vi side. Neither team has a very good economy, but for Astralis, it's slightly better. Na'Vi will have to eco if they lose this round. See if they can make it work. Man, that was nearly perfect for them. They almost did it. Now they're coming out long. Flick, not going to be connecting, but Kirby did pick up the kill regardless on Edward. Guardian waiting for him. How does he not get that kill?
Oh, now he's got the smoke down as well. And Device, in the meantime, yet another. He's looking for mid as well. He's pinned down. Cease has got the proper angle. That's a headshot angle. Very difficult for Device to find the kill there. In the meantime, what? Blind Guardian gets that shot?
He missed the first and got that one. I'm losing my mind. Simple and Guardian left here. It's the duo, but Simple is immediately out of the round. And Guardian now he can't even stay alive here. He's trapped in, completely boxed. There's 50 seconds. Eventually, they're going to come for him with flashbangs and everything else. Device deciding to not wait for the grenades. Long range here. Guardian practically getting shot in the back. And are they just going to decide to leave him alone? Bit silly they didn't use. They had 3 flashbangs or something.
Yeah, this is where it gets weird. This is just very odd. Smoke there as well. Guardian has no idea. Seems like he's just going to risk it. He's got 20 seconds left in this round if he wants to make the play towards that A site. But at this point, it really is going to be about him saving that up, and he's not even going to get that. Dupree, up in birthday party, is going to pick up the kill. 7-4. And now we've seen both Oppers hit crazy shots. So, okay then. Guardian's a little less so, and sadly it didn't lead to a massive clutch victory.
Oh, they could have needed that. He's doing his part, Guardian. He's got 10 kills, 1 behind Dupree, who's at 11, top of the scoreboard at the moment. 7-4, but with no bomb plan, nothing else. That's an eco round that they're heading into here on the Na'Vi side. My God, that was some weird action over on long. I'm guessing the reason Guardian didn't get the kill on Kiebu is probably because he was aiming for Device. You know, he was aiming a slightly different angle, but usually so quick at the peaks, I just assumed that he'd be able to do that. And I actually think Kiebu's movement of sort of sliding back up against the wall like that was not a good idea. I think that was a good way to get yourself killed.
Yeah. Change of pace here from Na'Vi once again. This is that half buy coming through. All the nades committed. No longer any flashes or Molotovs. And so Dupree reigns supreme over by the toxic barrels. Picks up one. There's a second. And now he's still alive. Buys time for Zipnix to join the party.
Eventually has to reload. But it just leaves Edward and Flamey. Not much of a chance at all. They're going to be going down 8-4 here, favoring Astralis. And it is turning into a good half here for the Danish side. The 13th round is coming up next. But now Na'Vi have rifles again. What's the play going to be? I would like to see them try and test the B bomb side again.
Go for the change of pace again, you mean?
Yeah, but even if not, I just want maybe just a default execute to the B bomb side.
I might have that in mind now.
Take sewer, wait outside monster tunnel, count to, I don't know, 25 seconds, and then go for it.
Flashes through, and well, unfortunately, Kiebu gets flashed as well, so he isn't able to capitalize. For a moment there, Edward looked blind. Device is going to be hanging around, however, this is just a little worrisome. And he does start to back off to restroom because there is that timing where they can work their way up connector. If Simple's feeling it, he could get the flank on Device. And so, yeah, now Device is like, right, all right, enough is enough. They're not going to be aggressive. I'm going to back off to a more passive angle. One of Fallen's old favorite spots. And we'll see where we go from here.
Still plenty of time. Cease has cleared out sewer. Simple is in the process of clearing out connector. But once they have that kind of map control, you really don't want to be hitting the B-bomb site if there's a guy in connector still. So it's really important that Simple does sort of his job on that side. But it looks like it will be some sort of B attack. And the question is, can they break Dupree and Sip? We've got the crossfire towards Monster. Smoke will be going up, and that's also the last one that they have. Dupree has got a flashbang, but that's pretty much it. No more grenades on this B-bomb side.
And there's the push up short. Dupree knows that he can trust in his teammate to watch his back. And there's already a rotation down. They're not alone. Device is there. Misses the shot, though. That's awkward. But now is the time to go. You got 30 seconds left. The anti-flash is flawless. And they even get a team kill in.
Oh, no. Flamey is dropped, and Sipnix gets a kill, and that's the end of the round. Sip kicking up 3 big kills. But that flashbang completely decimates the Na'Vi ranks there. You can see they've got no idea what's going on. And again, it's kind of down to the timing here again. You know, they're under 35 seconds by the time they make it into L-Bend, and they can't really know this, but what if there is another Molotov that's right behind there, or just another smoke or anything? They're really leaving a lot up to chance here. 9-4, 14th round here. We're seeing the Deagles coming out now for Na'Vi. This would be the kind of upset round that they can definitely pull off, and if they do, then they're going to be absolutely perfect. Device giving them a chance there. Flamey's on the hunt as well.
What is this from Glaive, though? Why are they going so aggressive right now, Astralis? All right, a little bit of a fight, but now they back off. That's...
Oh, and look at what you see what Guardian wanted to do. He wanted to catch Glaive and Kirby coming back. If he had made it around the corner undetected by device, that would have been interesting. Flick, not connecting, and Dupree comes in. Glaive as well with a kill. Simple, not much of a chance in this round, and actually it's a bit of a shame because Edward probably can get this kill on Dupree. There we go, takes a while. Simple doing his part.
In my mind right now.
Yeah, I have to agree though. That push over long with Glaive and Kirby was mad. No reason to do that.
It's like now, well, you've given Edward an M4. He's at a 1v2. This is absolutely a winnable situation for Edward. He's still got 40 seconds left. No matter where he goes, he's just going to run into a single player. Looks like he wants to wrap back up towards that A side with 30 seconds left. And this is all going to come down to luck almost, where Glaive is just going to have to get the timing down. Edward focused on the side. He has no idea that Glaive is at his back. Heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, that could have been. That definitely could have been. There's so many angles to cover. They don't manage to save the AWP, which is a bit weird, but we are moving into the 15th round, so I suppose it doesn't matter. They had the money, plenty of them, Astralis. Na'Vi, though, they need this 5th round, I feel like. I don't think 4 is enough.
No.
I think 5 and a pistol round, or even just 5, I think they can start a good comeback.
Especially considering the T side for Astralis. It's a thing to fear. And so you need every round right now.
Someone knifed Kirby?
Great. Well, I feel like perhaps they're getting just a little bit confident on the Astralis side. You know, they got to cut them some slack.
Like a golf handicap almost. Glaive, early in sewer again. That's so much map control for the CT side. Kirby going to be falling back. Doesn't want to take any fire damage at all. And Glaive, look at how far up he is. It's really, really aggressive.
It's about to get funny here exactly as this battle once again. Nade onto device, and the follow-up shot from Guardian. Good night. There is the opening for Na'Vi. Now it's a question of pouncing. Just need to run it up. Not let Astralis get comfortable, or even initiate a rotation from B. Definitely, yeah, Guardian saw it.
Yeah, and even if he didn't, they have Flamey with the Molotov. They can burn him out. Make the call. Someone make that call. Flamey's moving close. They're not Molotoving it yet. That smoke is going to go up in a second. Yeah, they're going to go for the hard peek instead, and Guardian makes it work. A double kill for him. Trying for the flick, but not connecting instead. Sip will take him out. Smoked off for the moment, and Glaive very low on health on that truck. And there's the Molotov coming in from Flamey. Doesn't even land before Simple gets the shot. He's gone down, and now it's all on Flamey. 1 versus 2 here. He has to go for it, and Dupree comes in with a kill. Long range as well. 11-4 for the first half. Astralis is managing to close it out now. Na'Vi, how do they get back in the game?
And I'm just imagining this. I've got the dialogue from Sonic. He's like, and then the guy peeked again. And then he tried to take the duel with Zipnik. I mean, it's so painful to watch because it feels like they've got everything going for him, and then slight decisions that are off, and unfortunately, it is going to end 11-4 for Na'Vi fans here at the stadium. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back.
And it's time for the second half here. The second semifinals today. Later on, it's going to be the grand finals where FaZe are already waiting. One of these two teams is going to make it through. Right now, Astralis are in the lead 11-4 in the first half of Overpass, which is a map picked by Na'Vi. That may surprise you. That may have been sort of a bit of a shock. It certainly was to me. I thought they'd go for Mirage, definitely. And I think our analyst did too. Duncan was sort of predicting that much, and it was a bit of an upset, actually, that it didn't happen. Now, they have to win this pistol round, Na'Vi. And they've got every chance to. The long range, the USP, just need some clickety-click in there, and then it's all done.
Guardian might be able to provide that, except that he's using a P2000, so no, not Guardian. Not Guardian. We'll look for Simple. We'll look for Edward. Early presence in mid for Na'Vi, just looking to see if they can find the fight over there, but instead it's going to be Astralis moving up long, swarming it, setting up for that split onto A.
Sees a bit of movement. Probably calling it in over the radio that it's about to get a bit hot in the A-bomb side. The first flashbang is in, and Guardian close range there. It's Seized picking up another couple of kills. A double for him now. Guardian gets a headshot on Kebu. This is great. Seized coming in with a triple, and Sip all alone out in the open, and they're gunning for him. He gets 3 still. He's trying for the shot, but he's going to go down. Simple with the kill. We're Seized in charge of winning that round, obviously captaining the team at the same time. Definitely a really good job here. This, in my opinion, this brings it back to now a very close game. If they can win the next 2 ones, make it up to 11-7, then it could go either way.
Certainly, Andrew, certainly. And when it comes to star performances, I think what first comes to mind is Navi's CT side on Overpass. It's when Guardian gets his op. It's when Simple plays aggro mid. It's aggro connector right. It's just all of the aggression that Simple brings to the table, backed by the AWP. That's where Na'Vi seem to shine. And so now they have their strong start once again. And it's going to be Astralis going for a force buy with the Tech 9s. Glaive going for the P250 so he can afford the extra smoke.
They've got to survive this round. The next one will be easy. But those 4 Tech 9s, they're not in position to start any kind of landslide just yet. They are moving into one. If they can take Sewer here, Flamey should be very careful right now. Tapping away at the moment.
Okay, then.
They're taking turns, in fact.
I guess you just don't want to take too much of a risk, but no deagles here for Astralis. They want the up-close and personal experience.
Yeah, they have 2 smokes and 2 flashbangs, so once they throw these, they have to go. Then there's no more waiting around. And now they're in position. They just had to move Edward back before they could really do much of the Flamey, I think it was. Back a little bit.
I'm pretty sure C's just spotted a bunch in there.
They know what's coming now. Astralis setting up for the push. Simple does a fair bit of damage and falls back to safety. That's acceptable. Kebu and Sipnik's getting a couple of kills. That's definitely not acceptable for Na'Vi. Edward will get one in return on Dupree and picks up another UMP with 11 more bullets in it. But the bomb is down and it's a 4-on-3. Na'Vi, not like this.
These Tech 9 pushes from Astralis are so explosive. So dangerous. Look at this. Zipnik's up close. He's got the perfect angle for a Tech 9. Instant headshot from him. And now you're going to have them backing off. Hauling ass. Get out, boys. Save those guns if you want to have a chance in the next round. Obviously, Zipnik's not wanting to allow that. He hears the footsteps. He knows that they're running.
It was in large part those flashbangs, because actually Simple played it the right way. You know, he did the damage and fell back, but then he got flashed so badly that he just got run over. Glaive gets a kill on Edward, and now it's just Guardian, and he won't even be able to survive the round. That is an absolute disaster. If we get any kind of a face shot of anyone on Na'Vi's side here, we're going to be able to see their faces. They know. That might have just been the map. Wow.
Oh, man. It's like the CT defense for Na'Vi, yes, but the Tech 9 rushes onto B from Astralis are just so scary.
They needed to get to that spot where they could have Simple AWPing alone at restrooms and have, 4 people early in B, all that good stuff that they've been showing us for the rest of the tournament. You do need some money for it.
Happens, yeah. There's no loan service here in CS.
I mean,
Cash up front.
They are on the police side. You'd think it'd be possible, wouldn't it? But
oh, man. Well, they've got Deagles. It's not over yet, Anders. 12-5. They've got Deagles, Kevlar, managing their money a little bit. Flash into mid, allowing Kjerby to get the angle. And while this is just very thorough play coming in from Astralis so far, connector control is there. Zipnik's controlling Monster.
Nice.
I like it.
This is beautiful. Go back a bit. Still down to 55 seconds, so very careful round for Astralis. They know the position they've got themselves into, and they don't want to just give it back to Na'Vi. They play it safe from here on out and really sort of don't make any mistakes in any of these upcoming rounds. They're going to be dangerously close.
Shots.
Just thinking about it, that they are going to go for the A-bomb side.
Oh, you're just clenching. You're like, please, give him the headshot. Give this man a 1D. The patience from that, but it just doesn't happen.
And the bomb's gone down. They're all completely smoked out. A lot of shots raining through. Maybe Na'Vi should just think about saving this into the next round. You know, a bit of armor, a bit of a deal here or there. Slow pace for Astralis, using the utility, using that smoke wall to make sure that they could not easily get picked off long range. There was an opportunity, and C is going to pick up that one. Tries to save the gun. Actually will fall back. That's a great job on C's.
Wow, well played, yeah. Just barely makes it out of there. And Glaive obviously just can't go running after him, doesn't want to sacrifice even more. And so they will actually have an M4 going into the next round here, Na'Vi. Well played on their part. A little bit more firepower. If they can put that in the right spot, outside of Monster, somewhere along those lines, where you can get that big spray, this might get interesting.
It's a really small step forward, but it's absolutely better than nothing.
It's 13-5.
They sort of have to save. I mean, I want just one round in this CT side where they can pick up the double orb. That's where it gets interesting.
It's going to be that double up, but it isn't going to be pretty. Although if Guardian survives this round somehow, he has the Kevlar. We'll see. As it's going to be 3B for Na'Vi. Default kind of approach, although Simple is going aggressive top mid along with C's, trying to get that M4 into position. In the meantime, Edward with the CZ finds the first pick, takes down Dupree.
Be much too aggressive on Elbend. Gets taken out. Simple going to be falling back, which I think is a smart move. There was a time in the earlier version of this map where you could have easily made a comeback from 13-5 on CT side. If you remember, before they changed the A-bomb side around, there was it's a different story altogether. Right now,
what A-bomb? What A-bomb side?
What A-bomb side? Yeah, no one went there. Look at the presence here on the B-bomb side, though. 4 people for Na'Vi. Flamey creeping in with a D, looking the wrong way for a minute, and does get shot right through the side of the wall. 55 seconds, and they're not even going to commit to it now. Astralis, they're waiting.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, now we're back to a 4-on-4. Reset. Take our time. And it's going to be Glaive going for the peak. Positioning isn't ideal. Gedby is setting up a grenade. All right. And that's the upper. Now we're starting to get a little uncomfortable here. All right, Molotov, there's 1, there's 2, smoke to upper, and the push has to begin because you need a little bit of time here in case things go south. You need some room to maneuver.
It's now or never for Na'Vi. They're on the right bomb site. 20 seconds left for Astralis, but Glaive and Device picking up good kills. C's will only get the one in return. Edward with the C set. 75 is going to pop one quick. 6 bullets left, and he can't do it. Glaive will take him down. 14-5. Na'Vi had the right idea, and they did a lot of damage, which is at least something. Now the 1 orb there for Guardian, and I think that's it. Simple's already picked up the M4, which, to be fair, he did do a lot, even when he had the money for it later in the games earlier in the tournament, because he just wanted to be incredibly mobile by the restrooms. I wonder if they're going to do the 1-4 split here. This is the last chance for Na'Vi to do something on this map.
Or it's going to be that buddy system. Guardian Simple to top mid, hoping to get that AWP in position where he can find a pick. It doesn't even look like that. It looks like it's just Simple alone, but he gets cut cold by that flash. He's out. And now we're back into that slow kind of game. Although they are making plays towards sewers on the B side. Seized and Flamey peeking forward.
The crowd trying to rally the last bit of hope here. I mean, it is only map 1. Map 2 is Nuke, and Na'Vi not necessarily known for being the strongest team in the world on it, but I'm not going to count them out at all. Sip going very low, and that was a Flamey taking the shot from Sewer. A very good start. Where's the rest? Where's the follow-up? They're going to be falling back ever so slowly. Guardian is still a bit advanced by the restroom, so maybe if he can sneak a kill and fall back, that would be the the best way to do it. Oh, they're going to try and boost in the corner. You can triple boost that to look. And actually, this is smart because Guardian very often is on the flower bed, and that's exactly what you can see there. So, nice idea. Good idea.
Yeah, it's knowing your opponents. Just looking, taking any little shred of information you have, trying to take advantage of it in these matches. 35 seconds left, though. This is not, again, this is not much room for error here. Astralis are going to have to hit this site perfectly, or they're going to get clotheslined.
Simple timing, very nearly there, but now he's flashed and he goes down. He wanted to get that kill. Guardian shoots right between the two players. Edward lining up, and it's a big double kill, turning it into a triple. The headshot, that may be it. 10 seconds left here for the 1 versus 2. Device faking the bomb a single time, but they're not going to bite. 7 seconds left. The Device goes down. Flamey landing the shot mid-air, and Na'Vi win the round 6-14. A long road back. It starts right here for Na'Vi.
What a call. But this is uncharacteristic, the triple kill play here, obviously, from Edwards. Sick work.
Like we said, he showed up way before everyone else today, putting in the time, getting the warm-up. He's currently top of the scoreboard for Na'Vi, so his focus is absolutely on point. They need more, though. They need a lot more.
Oh, I thought we were going to see that change, and yeah, sure enough, we are. Kebby and Dupree straight up the short and just aggressively hunting there. The flashes that are open, and Kebby looking to take advantage of this. They're almost out onto the site already.
Oh no, Na'Vi are entirely boxed in. Flamey will get 2 great kills. I think Guardian took one of them, but Device and Glaive with the refracts coming in. Device is down, and that grenade, it's a bit further than Glaive's face, but Edward will make sure he's not going to live through the round. And now Sip, 1 versus 2. It's still doable, but I thought Na'Vi had lost that.
The best man you want alive in this sort of situation. You find any utility? Walk over a corpse, find a smoke, a flash, anything, because now Edward is pushed up into restrooms. Zipnix is at risk of walking right by him. He has no way of knowing, obviously. Ah, no, now he does. Edward takes the shot.
Gives it away. This is dangerous. Edward's still going to make it work. Oh, that was close.
12 HP.
A double kill for him. Man. Consider the span of Edward's career. It's just, it is incredible. For me, it's just like watching someone like Neo, who suddenly steps up, plays it well again. It's definitely incredible. And if you consider how poorly the Na'Vi team functioned at the beginning of CSGO and how massive they were when they exploded onto the scene in 1.6, you could understand why some of the players that sort of played in that legendary 1.6 team just didn't want to continue, because they'd already been at the top of everything, and then they go into this new game, they're not good any longer, and things aren't looking that great. If you keep fighting for that long, you've got to have a pretty deep love of the game, I feel like. 14-7 here. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Astralis 2 rounds away from taking the first map, and we cannot count Na'Vi out. Now they have the money, their backs against the wall, but they've got everything they could want in this round.
And Astralis, they're just holding a little bit back. As usual, it's going to be Glaive picking up the utility, taking the hit for the team. And they're just treating this like any other round, although, as I say that, Clever C is just going aggressive over at Monster, and he's even going to go for the push. Trying to figure it out. I mean, Zipnix is usually the one holding solo over there on that side of the map when they're going into default for Astralis, and so C's feeling pretty confident that he can push and that nobody's going to be here. Guardian holding from the site itself, and there we go. The Death Squad, but it's not going to be much. Yes, it's going to be their deaths. Done. Flawless hold for Na'Vi.
And Edward adding a couple of eco frags to the scoreboard. Not bad at all. 14-8, 23rd round coming up. Astralis with the P90 on Glaive. Could this be real? All right.
P90 does actually a pretty stupid amount of damage, all things considered.
I feel like it's great if you can get the run and gun in. Like if you don't die within the first couple of bullets from the enemy, and you start sort of really moving, and then it can be pretty interesting. But chances are you could get shot down running right into the fire there to try and cancel out that tower that was going on. Kiebu, does he hear the jump? Not yet.
Look at this presence.
Triple peek into sewer, and they get completely crunched there. Guardian has to make it back around the corner. This is dangerous. Sipnik's going to land the headshot. Guardian, no flick this time. 2 versus 4.
Unbelievable. You thought for a second with Guardian that it might actually happen. Xyp9x has been removed from the B site, however. So we're into a 3-on-2. Man advantage for Astralis. Can they get the smokes down to block them off? No, Simple's already up on the A site. He may catch them empty-handed. There it is, the flash, and he gives it away. Kirby gonna challenge and win the fight. Survives with 3 HP.
That was smart play from Simple. That quick of a rotation. You can see they weren't ready for it. Now, Guardian, he's already clutched one type of 1v3 like this in the tournament. 2 is almost too much to ask. Trying for a random wall bang. He gets a Molotov in return. Is he going to be able to even wait for it here? You got to wonder, should he save the AWP? They really don't have a lot of money if they don't, so this rifle could be worth a lot. The flick not connecting. He's trying one more time. Does the damage, but I think he's out of time here. He has to walk away from this, and dupreeh not going to let him. 15-8 as Astralis make it onto map point here. And what a fitting screen at the end there.
How fast is he, though? Like, those flicks, it's just like you don't even realize.
So quick.
And he even hits the second one. Wallbang, sure, but man, Guardian is scary. Now he's at the top of the scoreboard for his team, at least. But it is map point for Astralis, 7 of them. Luckily for Na'Vi, they had the money to rebuy. Guardian still has that op, so we'll see if he can put it into play here. But a full buy for Astralis, nothing left out apart from Glaive. Still going for the P90 for some reason.
Rebuy, yes. Grenades, absolutely not. So if Astralis slow play this round, they're going to figure that out. I do like this by Seized. Look at this. So aggressive, pushing through the smoke, over by the T stairwell, by the playground. He's inches away from doing it. Device could get caught on that side too. He's actually waiting for him. Oh my god. We didn't see it on camera, but Device was waiting for Seized. That's next level. Flamey will take the refrag on Kievu. 4-on-4.
Is it just Glaive that wanted his AK? Is that why he didn't actually try and trade that?
Could be. Who knows?
Like, actually screw this P90. Kirby, just take the peek real quick. I got your back.
Going to be creeping in the monster tunnel. Another big stack on this bomb site. Molotov will be going in to force out Simple. But Astralis might be biting off more than they can chew here. Bit of leg damage in. dupreeh will take down Guardian. That's a good start now. Just 2 people left. Simple gets one, but he's going to get traded. dupreeh with the headshot. A triple kill for him and a 16-8 victory for Astralis on the first map here on Overpass. Means we're going to map 2, but it will be the Danish team at least with a 1-map lead here. And now things get really rough for Na'Vi. What a crazy game this was. I mean, I think they had some chances, but Astralis are again looking like a team that are on the way to a grand finals.
Absolutely. They are so good, Astralis, but more importantly, they're so good at taking advantage of your mistakes. I think that one round on T side for Na'Vi where they trickled onto the B side one after another is going to come back to haunt them, because that's where Astralis really started to get the ball rolling for themselves, started to take off. And so you can't allow, if you're going to make the finals, if you're going to win a tournament in the most competitive era of CSGO yet, you can't allow yourself to make mistakes like that. It's just unacceptable.
I do also think maybe, just maybe that one round where they get shut down through the box from Device, where Flamey gets a bullet in the face, that might also be something that's going to keep them awake at night if they can't make it through
They're going to watch the demo and just close the laptop and throw it through the window.
That Edward face is the best one yet. What is going on?
I think they're,
absolutely impressive for Astralis, obviously, looking very good. We'll see if they can do just as well. I look forward to the analyst segment for this one. Alex, what do you guys think of this match?
Well, before